Okay, so we're going to start our session this morning, just warming the body up. Okay, so first thing, let's just soften the knees slightly and gently just swing those arms around. Okay, breathe in through the nose and through the mouth. You can take the feet a little wider and start to pick the heels up as you swing the arms. Relax your neck and relax your shoulders. Start to just feel that the muscles either side of the spine starting to maybe loosen off a little bit. Make sure you don't hold your breath and make sure that you're keeping that center nice and strong. Pelvic floor and deep abdominals. We're going to take it into a bigger move. So we're going to sweep down, round, up. Okay, so soften the knees as you go. Breathe. And change direction when you're ready. Just checking in, warming up, articulating the spine. And then release. And take those feet out a little wider. Reach up. Take a nice deep in breath. Reach up. And then exhale. Sweep through. In breath. Open up. And exhale. Sweep through. So hands as wide as you like to open up the chest and the shoulders a little bit. Sweep through as deep as feels good for you. Keep your belly strong. Roll down. Draw the abdominals in. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out. Just sweep through. And one more of those. And then tuck the toes in. Shuffle the feet a little wider maybe. Standing tall, stretch the arms out. Inhale, twist. Exhale, reach. Inhale, twist. Exhale, reach. So finding that range on the in-breath, twist. On the out-breath, reach. Just as far around as you can. As you reach down, turn that palm. So rotate internally through that back arm, legs as straight as feels good for you. Use your breath. In breath, twist, exhale, reach. And last one. And then we're going to turn that front foot. We're going to bend the knee. We're going to rest the arm down. Knee above the ankle. We're going to sweep around. So again, a little bit more shoulder girdle. Body stays still. Sweeping the arm around, changing direction. Core muscles active all the way, pelvic floor deep abs. We do one more sweep and then sweep the hand down to the floor. You might need to drop your back knee, maybe not. And back heel comes up. And then front arm, free arm comes up. And we rotate round. And breathe. And then roll it up. And then you're tucking your back foot in and you're turning your front foot. You're bending that knee, you're resting your arm on your thigh, and you're sweeping around. Breathe. Just working into that shoulder girdle, see how that feels. Body stays still with that activation through your center. When you're ready, change direction with the arm. Stay with the breath. That breath is deep and wide into your ribs. We're going to sweep that hand down, opposite that front foot. Back heel comes up. Drop the back knee as well. Release the other arm up to the ceiling. And breathe. And then slowly roll it up and come up. Okay, so Monday night we did some balancing and a little bit work into the hip flexor. So let's try a little bit more of that again. So we're going to balance. So if you need to be near the wall, and do that. So we're going to take hold of one leg. I'm getting my right leg and I'm drawing that leg up. Okay, I'm holding on with both hands. And I'm pressing the floor away strongly. So driving that heel and foot into the floor. I've got a point of focus. Breathe. And then release down. Okay, so you find that point to focus on. We take the other leg up, maybe with your back against the wall. And then keep drawing the knee in. So bring the leg in as tight as you can, and then pressing firmly, standing leg. Really think about that so that you're feeling that you're activating into your glutes. Breathe. Thighs and glutes on standing leg. And release. Bring the other leg up again. Once again, find your point of focus, standing leg strong, really feel the lift and into the glutes. So we're going to take the hand away and draw the leg out and breathe. If your balance is there, you're looking to your outstretched hand. Breathe. Coming back. And resting down. So think about your point of focus. Your core is activated. Bring the other leg up. And then again, push the floor away with your standing leg strongly and feel the lift and into the glutes of the standing leg. Release one hand, draw the leg out to the side. Open up. Again, standing leg really strong. If the balance is there, maybe look to your outstretched hand. Breathing. And then returning to the center. Stay with the breath. This time, show you from the side, we're going to bring the knee up, but this time just level with the hand. The hand is on the thigh. The other hand is on the hip. We're standing tall. Press the floor away with your standing leg. Breathe. Try and lift that knee a little higher on the leg that's lifted in inflection. Breathing. Maybe try and lift a little higher again, so you're really starting to feel that work into the thighs and the hip flexor. The standing leg is strong. We try lifting higher again and breathing. Then we try to straighten the leg out. We see if we can hold it. Breathe, hands are on the hips now. Then we release and come to the floor and shake it out. Okay, so you know what's happening. We're doing the same with the other leg. So we're going to take the right hand to the, or the other hand to the hip, and we'll bring the other knee up. And the knee is in line with the hip, roughly, where possible. You're standing either freestanding or back against the wall. Core's engaged. We're pushing up with the leg and we're pressing down with the hand. Standing leg is strong. We're feeling that lift on our standing leg, working into the glutes. Point of focus, either down and forwards or directly in front, whatever's working for you. Then we try and lift a little higher again with that knee, okay, into the hand. Standing leg strong, stay with your breath. We try lifting higher again. Okay, so we're really activating the hip flexor. We're working strongly, we're breathing. Hand goes to hip, we try to kick the leg out and we try to hold it. See what you can do, strong. Breathe, holding, and then releasing, and shaking out. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come to the back of your mat. Don't worry, we'll do a bit of stretching there for that front high as well. So feet are hip distance apart. And let's reach the hands up. And rise on to your toes. Once again, a bit of strength and balance there. Reaching fingertips up, come down through the heels. Chin to chest, roll down. So as if you're rolling over an imaginary barrel here. Scooping the belly in. Try not to let your hips stick out to the back. Once your hands are down, start to bend the knees so hands can rest either floor, feet, or legs, whatever's working for you. Bend one knee, stretch out through the other. Sit bones lifting high, breathing. We're going to bend your right leg, straighten the left, and reach your left arm up. And open up on that left side. And then we're going to switch. We're going to bend the left leg. And we're going to reach up on the right. Coming back. We are going to bend the knees. And we're going to place the hands on the thighs and lift the chest and arch the spine. Send the tailbone away. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck the tailbone. Scoop the belly around the back into cat. Bend the knees, tailbone away, finish with the head lifting up, inhale. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly around the back, finish with the chin tucking in. And again, tailbone away, lift the chest, arch the spine. Once more, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly around the back, finish with the chin, roll all the way up. Reach those hands up. Step out with your right foot, have your back heel off the floor, and take your hands to your hips. And breathe. If you can, you have that back foot off the floor, okay? So we've got a slight flex of the back knee if we can, and then we try to really straighten the back leg, but if we can, we keep the heel off the floor. And breathe, okay? Strong activation into that back leg there, yeah? Take the arms out to the side, drop the shoulders down the back, breathe. Twist to your right, slowly. See how much range you can get, keeping the body still. Stay with your breath, come back. And then switch to the other side. Breathe. Coming back to the center. And once more to the right. If your right leg is forward. Breathe. How much range can you get? Can you keep your back heel off the floor? Can you back leg straight? Come back center. And then switch. Come back to the center. Take those hands and just, if it feels okay, take them behind the head. Breathing. Take a little side bend down to the right. Keeping steady on the standing leg. And the other side. Breathe. Center, down, center, down, release and straighten up through that front leg, sweeping the hands down. And then inhale up. So my back heel's down now. Exhale, sweep down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep down, both legs strong and straight, but not locked. Inhale up. On this next one, we are bending the front knee and reaching further forwards with the hands. Then the back heel comes up. Then we see about lifting the back leg up. And if that feels okay, you could release. If your right leg is forward, your right hand. And then try to follow that hand up. Stretching. Back leg away, breathe, release the hands down, come back, and then come back to the back of your mat. Okay, reset. From here, we're stepping your left foot forwards. Okay, nice and long. And then from here, bend the front knee and bring the back heel up. if that feels okay, otherwise on the floor. Slight flex of the back knee. Stay with the breath. Hands are on hips to start with. Front knee not pushing over toe. Then we try to really straighten out through your back leg, sending the back of the knee away so you can feel that work into that hip flexor there. Then stretch the arms out, drop the shoulders down the back. If the left leg is forward, we twist round to the left and find as much rotation as we can, breathing, keeping the front knee steady. Then we come back to the center. Then we go the other way, finding that range. Breathing, keep your center strong, come back to the center. Back heel stays up if you can. We twist again, front leg round. Back leg stays strong, heel stays up if you can. And then the other way. Coming back to the center. Reset, take the hands behind the head if you can. Down, elbows stay wide. One side, deep as you can, in breath center. Having a good old wobble here. And then the other. So working from the center to maintain that stability. Work with your breath. Big muscle groups working, so you're going to feel the heat. Then as you come up, you straighten out through that front leg. Square up through the hips, shoulders back, heels down, inhale up, exhale, sweep down. Breathe in, breath, lift. Exhale, sweep. In, breath, lift. Exhale, sweep, center stays strong. In, breath, lift. Then this time we bend the front knee and reach a little further with those hands. Then we shift the weight forwards on the front leg and try lifting the back leg off the floor. Send the toes away. If we can, we release the leg, the hand, and maybe follow that hand up. So that is the hand with the leg that is forwards, that is standing. And you're breathing. Work from your center. And then release down. And then come back to the back of your mat. Grab a drink at any point. So back to feet hip distance apart, resetting your core, pelvic floor deep abs, chin to chest, roll down through your spine, nice and slow. Walk your hands out. Come to downward dog. Shoulders broad, heels high, pedal those heels up and down. So we're stretching the mat sideways to open up the shoulders, the hips are high, the belly strong. We're breathing. Coming to high heel down dog. And then exhale, work those heels down. Breathe. From here, we're going to shift to high plank. So shift that head well beyond the hands. That feels too much, drop a knee or both knees. Separate the shoulder blades. Pull the abdominals in tight. Breathe. From here, we're going side plank. So you can choose to drop a knee or have 1 foot forwards and 1 foot back, or to stack your feet. Okay, so side plank, lifting up. Lift the lower waist. Reach the fingers, lift the hips, breathe, come back to high plank. If that feels too much, take a breather. Guess what? We're doing side plank the other side. So drop a knee or 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, or stacking your feet. Breathing. Lifting that lower waist. Looking up to the outstretched hand. Loading through that shoulder, core is active. Coming back, dropping down, and stretching back into child's posture. Keep reaching those fingertips away. Take the knees a little wider. Try dropping the the arms straight, try dropping your chin towards the mat. Breathe. And then come up to high kneeling. And set with your knees directly underneath your hips. So if you need something under the knees, we're doing that. We're going to reach those arms up. We're going to lift. We're going to reach up. We're taking an in-breath there. On the out-breath, we're coming back to thigh stretch. Deep as you can. In-breath, we're coming up. Exhale, we're going thigh stretch. In-breath, we're coming up. So as we go thigh stretch, we watch we're not arching up through the spine or flaring the ribs. We're trying to focus on the hips and the thighs. Okay, strong in there. As we lean back, we reach away with the fingertips. So think about that opposition, fingertips reaching away. Breathing in at the top, breathing out to go thigh stretch. Only as deep as feels good for you. And one more. Then come back to hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Draw the belly in. Separate the shoulder blades. Reach away with your left arm. Hold it there. So reach away with your right leg. Then sweep this right leg around. If it's too much with your left hand, if you're finding that balance too much, then take your hand to the floor. So I'm circling around with the right leg, working into the hip, trying to maintain that stillness in the body. Breathing. Try not to roll side to side, changing direction. Breathing in at the center. Breathing out to sweep around. Keeping that core nice and active. Next time we come up and take the leg out to the side and hold it. Sweep your left arm, your opposite arm out to the side and hold that. And breathe. From here, you're going to reach the leg back, put the foot on the floor, and we're just going to sweep through. And then open up. So we're threading. We can lift that back leg if we like. Threading through. Lowering the leg. As you reach up, you can keep the leg on the floor all the way. Breathe out to thread. In to lift. One more. And then release. Child's posture again, knees wider if you want, or you could go down dog if you want a little bit more active rest. Keep stretching the fingertips away, really stretching through the spine here. Maybe trying to drop your chin towards the mat. Breathing. And coming up to your high kneeling. Make sure your knees are comfortable. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale back to thigh stretch again. And then reach round this time as far as we can. Come back center, tap the hands, and then round the other way. And then return to hips and knees aligned. Okay? Then back to thigh stretch on the out breath. On the in breath, follow the hand round. Coming back, tapping those hands, and then reach away. Stay with the breath, don't hold the breath, lift to the top. Nice deep in breath to reset. Draw the belly in, drop the shoulders down and back, sweeping around. What range can you get? Stay with the breath. Lift up, try not to hunch up through your shoulders. Come back to thigh stretch. Sweeping around. Every time, trying to get a little bit more range. Lift to the center. And then one more. Sweeping around. Tap the hands, sweeping around. And then return to hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, nice and broad across the upper back. Take some breath. Reset. Reach your right hand away. Reach your left leg away. Then circling around with that leg. Breathe. If it's too much, place the hand back on the floor. Breathe. Core is active. Trying to get as much range as you can, but maintaining that steadiness, so pelvic floor deep abs all the way. Breathing in at the center, we are going to change direction with that leg. Breathe. Keeping steady. Try not to rock and roll. Then next time the leg goes out to the side, we're going to hold it and we're going to sweep the hand off to the right. We're going to try and hold that. Breathe. Keep the leg lifted. Keep the arm reaching. Stay with the breath. The arm stays out, the leg goes reaching back. Then we sweep through, thread, exhale, and then inhale, open up. Then we could lift the back leg if you want as you thread for an extra challenge. Breathe. Open up. Core is strong. Exhale through. Inhale up. Try to find that range. One more. And rest into your child's posture or your downward facing dog. And then come down. Rest your elbows on the floor. Into your Sphinx or Cobra, with your elbows tucking in towards your ribs. Your thighs are active, and you're breathing, sending your breastbone forwards, and sinking down through the hips and feeling that work into the back extensor muscles. Stay with your breath. So from here, we're going to try and lift those hips a little bit and then lift the back leg up and hold it and down. Breathe. Reaching away with the toes. Exhale away, inhale back, and the hips are lifted slightly. I'm working strongly into that leg that's on the floor to maintain that position. Then I'm going to release down, come back, dip the hip, send the breastbone forwards, breathe. Don't strain the neck, just look what feels good. Engaging pelvic floor deep abs, I'm lifting the hips slightly, pressing the leg into the floor, and then lifting the other leg. Breathe out to lift, into return. Everything strong through your center. Breathe out to lift and into return. One more. And then rest. Stretching those arms out. Turn the head to the right. Lift the right leg up, sweep it over. And reach it over as far as you can. If you've got room, and try to reach the floor. I haven't got room. Breathe. Then turn the head the other way. And lift the left, and then reach over as far as you can. And breathe. And then release. Bring the head to the front now, with the head slightly lifted off the floor. Okay, Abs on, thighs on. Lift the legs, lift the arms. Breathe. Sweep forwards, exhale. Inhale, coming back. Exhale forwards. Inhale, coming back. If you want to add some leg kicks at the same time, you can. Keep the belly strong, relax the neck, just look where it feels good for you. Sweeping forwards on the out breath, or turning on the in breath. Long through the neck, long through the arms, long through the legs. Strong in the center, breathing out forwards, breathing in as you sweep back. Next time we come back, we're going to try to reach the arms back further and lift the chest. Breathe. Then we could try to interlace the fingers. Stretch chest and shoulders. Keep lifted. Stay with your breath. And release. And rest the head. Let the heels roll out. And maybe roll the hips side to side. And just stay with your breath. From here, as I promised earlier, we would stretch out through the hip flexor quads. We kick the right leg up, so either on your front or on your side. Then we're going to reach for that foot. Breathe. Keep the hips down. Keep the knees together. Switching legs. Reach. Try and draw the knees together, keeping the hips down. If you feel you can, kick the other leg up and get hold of that as well. Otherwise, one at a time or on your side. From here, try to develop that, lifting the head, lifting the chest, maybe working the hands further down the legs, maybe pushing the legs or feet into the hands and trying to lift the knees. Finding that range for you. Keep lifted. Keep breathing. Maybe a little rock if you've got the range. And then release. And then stretch it back into child's posture. Breathe. Come onto your side. Rest your elbow down and sending one leg long. Bending the bottom knee, lifting the lower waist. So take this free hand to lift your lower waist and then lift your hips and maybe reach up with your hand. Okay, lift your top leg. Breathe out to lift and into return. You're not liking that with a hand. Hand could be down on the floor, hand could be on the hip, hand could be on the thigh. Keep the lower waist lifted, so keep checking in with that. So you're pulling in tight. You're breathing out to lift the leg. Into return. Next time, we're going to try and hold it. We're going to reach over now, over the ear with the arm. We're going to stretch fingertips and toes. Take an in-breath there. Exhale, tuck. In-breath. Exhale, tuck. In-breath. Exhale, tuck. Lower waist stays lifted. You can do this with the hips on the floor if you need. Next time we reach out, can we hold it again? And then lower. We're then going to swing it round to do the other side. Elbow down, bottom knee on the floor. Elbow under shoulder. Lower waist lifted, lift the hips. Reach up. So get yourself set up. See if you can stay here for a while. We'll lift the top leg, exhale. Inhale, return. So just look where it feels good for you. Keeping that neck aligned with your spine, breathing out to lift, into return. Make sure you're checking in with this lower waist is lifted. Hand could be on the hip or the thigh if you prefer, or reaching up. Pull everything tight through your center. Breathe out to lift. Into return. Breathe. Trying to find that range. Then see if we can lift and hold, and then reach over the ear and then tuck. Exhale, inhale away, exhale, tuck. Lower waist lifted. In breath away. Exhale, tuck. We are nearly there. Keep lifting in that lower waist. Remember, drop the hips if you need. Then we're going to try and reach and hold. And then release, coming to wide leg child posture. And stretch it back. So feeling that work into the hips today. Deep and wide breaths. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. In breath, look up. And exhale, tuck. Cat. In breath away. And exhale into cat. And one more. From here, tuck your toes under. Stretch your hands forward. Lift up, down dog. And just stretch through the back of the body. Push the floor away. Look through to the back of your mat. Draw the belly in. Walk your hands to your feet. Keeping your head down. Maybe take your fingertips to your elbows and just gently folding down, stretching, lengthening, breathing. Soften knees as much as you need. Then release the hands again. Keep the belly in. Track the hands up. Legs. Slowly roll it up and restack. All right, we're going to take your right hand up. In breath there, and then little side bend. And then switch, reach up. Inhale, and then exhale. Over. And then just take the hands onto the small of the back. Squeezing the shoulder blades towards one another. Turn the head one side. And the other. And then release. And just shake it out. There you have it. We are done.